Well, greetings everyone. Today I'm going to show you a special tutorial regarding uninstalling and playing Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. So this is a game for the Nintendo Switch, but you can now play this game into your PC as long as you know what to do. And you'll need to have all of these three files here that I have highlighted in my desktop. And also you'll need to install an application called Ryujinx Emulator. So for those who don't know, what is Ryujinx? Ryujinx Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all of these files here installed into your Ryujinx with emulator. So without these files, Ryujinx Emulator will not be able to boot up and play any Nintendo Switch games. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Ryujinx Emulator officially. To do this, I'm just going to open a web browser here and I'm just going to type in Ryujinx Emulator and I'm going to hit search. And Ryujinx.org is their official website, and usually the first result, so click on that. And then go to download. And if you're from Mac, be sure that you are on Mac OS 11 or later version in order for you to install Ryujinx Emulator. And if you're from Linux, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get the installer here. So since I have already installed Ryujinx Emulator into my PC, I'm just going to skip on this part because the download installation process is really easy to do and is really straightforward and that anyone can do this. So the official way to get Ryujinx is from ryujinx.org, and that is the most safe way to download this emulator. So I'm just going to skip on this part, minimize that, and open Ryujinx Emulator. So I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Ryujinx Emulator and its latest build, so be sure to boot it up and run it now. Since it's your first installation, you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files to be installed into your Ryujinx emulator before it can play any Switch game. So what are those files? Those files are the files that I have highlighted here. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for it to detect and play Detective Pikachu Returns. And also your game should be either in XEI or NSP file format so that Ryujinx will be able to detect and play that game. So if you're asking me where to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, which you have modded, have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy and transfer all of the Nintendo Switch keys and firmware files from your Switch into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game, own the legal copy of the game physically or digitally by purchasing from the eShop. Once you have done that, then you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSP file format just like mine here. So if you don't have a Switch and want to try out this game but don't know where to get all of these files here, I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these three files here. So in order for you to get all of these three files, I'm just going to leave a QR code here on the screen wherein you can scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can visit this site. So once you are in appleroom.com, just be sure to hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get the NSP file format of Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. And once you have done that, just hover down a little bit down below so that you'll get the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware file. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these free files here. So I'm just going to assume that you have already downloaded the files and that you have transferred and copied them into your PC. So it's time to install them into your Ryujinx emulator. To do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to File, open Ryujinx folder, and then locate a system folder here, and then open the keys zip file in the desktop and just copy and select all of these files and transfer them into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation. This will copy all the product keys and title keys of the Switch, then close in this folder. The next step is to install the firmware file of the Switch. To do this, just go to Ryujinx, go to Tools, install a firmware from XCI or zip file, click on that, then locate the firmware file and hit open. And it will say that we'll have to install this firmware version, hit yes, and will say successfully installed. You'll know that it is successful because it will boot up all of your Nintendo Switch games and it will show you their game icons. So if you see a game that has not have a game icon, it is black or blank, that means that you're using an outdated firmware and an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have put in the screen so that you'll only get the latest files in order for you to install in Ryujinx and the latest game, which is the Detective Pikachu Returns. So, the next step now is to optimize your Ryujinx emulator so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs, no black screens, crashes, and major issues in your gameplay. So to do that, just go to Options, go to Settings, And in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy everything you see from here, okay? So this is the setting for the General tab. The game directories is wherein you'll put all of your Nintendo Switch games. It could be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where it is. And also the files should be in XCI or NSB file format so that Ryujinx will be able to detect those games. I'm going to go to Input, go to Player 1 and hit Configure. It's better to use a controller. I'm playing Switch games. So I've connected my Pro controller here, a Switch Pro controller. So if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, you can also connect them here. But the dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set in 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. So be sure to change that. Once done, hit save. Now go to the System tab. So again, pause the video and copy everything that you see here. I'm going to go to the Graphics tab. So this is the most important part of Ryujinx, so be sure to copy everything. Graphics backend multi-threading should be on. Graphics backend API should be in Vulkan. Your preferred GPU is your dedicated graphics card. Your enhancements tab, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE. Resolution scale should be in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can't handle that, then just revert back to the native resolution scale. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Now, post-processing effects should be none. Upscale is bilinear, isotropic filtering should be auto, and aspect ratio should be in 16:9. And once done, hit apply and save. Now your Ryujinx emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC such as Detective Pikachu Returns. And also of the previously released Nintendo Switch games, you'll be able to run them with no issues. So a little bit of disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of Detective Pikachu Returns into my PC because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content. If I showed you a gameplay that Detective Pikachu Returns runs perfectly in Ryujinx emulator into my PC, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down because Nintendo and YouTube does not like this kind of content. That's why you only see few of these tutorials that are up in YouTube. So guys, I do hope you do understand on this part because this is a major hassle on my side if my channels will be deleted. So again, as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to get all of these 3 files here and you'll be able to optimize your Ryujinx emulator to play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. So please do subscribe to my channel. This will help me out. Thank you for watching. See you next time and goodbye for now.